Yar, lads, I got enough brain rot here for all of ya. You're gonna be enjoying this video, you're gonna be sitting down, and you're gonna only ask yourself, why even bother playing the game like this a few times? It's good to ask questions. Questions are what make us curious. Questions are what make us feel stupid. And if we don't feel stupid, we feel smart, and that's a problem. I am doing this specifically for vengeance of all humans, all my vampire brothers that were in the global chat that I made friends with along the way. In our camaraderie, I couldn't help but see there was anguish in them. Why did they have to turn? Why did they have to be born into the world they were? And this is where I come in to avenge ya. I'm gonna grind to level 50. I'm gonna fight the scripted loss. I'm gonna lose anyways and be left with a vampire that's level 50 with all of his stats and uselessness like experience. Experience doesn't matter when you're at the top. It makes a man sad. For the next 2.5 god-forsaken hours, you're gonna be stuck in my mind, and you're gonna figure out how my brain works. I don't like that at all. You're gonna hate it, maybe. If you take relish and pleasure in that, you're a sicko. And if you're a sicko, all I have to say is yar. As you can imagine, it takes a while to grind to the top level in the first area of a game. Any game, no exception. It's like trying to get rich by cashing in cans. It can be done, but you're gonna be old and gray by the time your torture's through, lad. None of this would be possible if there weren't a chat feature in this game. I really like the chat feature. There really wouldn't be any video if there wasn't a chat while I was recording to talk to while I'm auto-battling. I met a lot of interesting players in there. I even met the same mod over and over again. Which reminds me, what was I gonna say? Shit. I would really like to thank Leoric personally right here in the start of the video before you all click off, because you realize he really is just grinding the same enemies over and over again. Leoric, you're a good man, a great man. You are the loudest voice of you can do it, and to a crazy person like me that makes us do it. So thank you very much, sir. Now allow me to explain the soundtrack situation on this. I didn't feel like downloading 2.5 hours worth of public domain music and then having to quote it all in the description. And I didn't feel like just straight up pirated music either. And this is a new phone, so I don't have any of my usual Berserk soundtrack, which is copyrighted, which I used anyways. For this, I just use a Yamaha keyboard for 17 minutes and it's looped for 2.5 hours. So I'm sorry if it gets repetitive, but I like it. It's pretty. You'll also notice on the right side of the screen I have the chat up for most of this video, and for too much of this video I'm typing into chat, so I apologize about that. But if you're paying attention to the chat side of the screen and not the same enemies dying over and over again, I want you to comment your favorite conversation, you filthy eavesdropper. I'll pin the comment of whoever guesses my least favorite conversation, because there's one here that emotionally destroyed me. Before I forget, you gotta check out this Naza guy's channel. He's just starting out. He's got 4 videos, making banger after banger though. Of course, I'm gonna leave a link to him in the description along with Kalen Cromwell. We'll get to Kalen later. Does anyone else hate killing bats? I hate killing bats. I know I've killed so many in this, but there's just something so cute about bats, it feels wrong to kill them. Rats too. Even a couple sad ghouls really give me an emotional workaround. Excuse me, I need to have a cry. Now don't even go thinking of a honk shoe sleepy time. I will post a video of this separately. That's just the instrumental if you want to go honk shoe sleepy time without my beautiful nectarine voice. But if I catch you sleeping, I'm gonna make you stand up and answer the equation on the board. Don't think I won't. I've done it before to better men than you. You are gonna sit right there or stand in proximity to your phone and you're gonna watch me grind to level 25. And you're gonna come back in another couple months or years or decades and watch me make it to 50. I'm sorry for getting aggressive back there. This run did things to my mind. It's like drinking the seawater. You don't want to go grinding on too low of a level. By the time I reach level 50, I doubt I'm even gonna feel human anymore. A lot of people accused my methods in chats, and in the Discord. I did get back to the Discord. The community was that wholesome, forgive me lads. They accused me that the way I'm going about this game is making it less enjoyable. They sure did. Which is a perfect time for me to tell you, if you want to play the game properly and you're having problems whatsoever, everybody in global chat was talking about a very helpful YouTuber on this game already. Their name is Galen Cromwell, and I have all the content on this game already. That's impressive. I mean, it's barely out of the crib yet. How do you even manage that? I don't know. But I'll link them in the description so you have an easier time finding your way to them, if this game interests you. I mean, I only started playing this week. I haven't killed a Vampire King at all yet myself. But when I take this game seriously, that's gonna be who I go to. Guaranteed, sir. Oh, I'm sorry, I think I dozed off for a second there. What were we talking about? Ah, yes, that's right, we were talking about bats. Did I ever tell you I can't stand bats? Always hated them. They used to bully me in school. Filthy rabies harbingers. You'd never catch me dead, sharing a drink with a bat. Which brings me to today's sponsor, rum and brandy topped off with beer. Yarr. Okay, don't actually drink that. I know they're sponsoring me, but it just tastes terrible, okay? I mean, you don't drink it for the flavor, sure, but you drink something you can hold down, and the fizz makes it just indigestible. I can't stand it. These people need to be stopped too. They're coming out with a whiskey flavor, and they're telling you gotta serve it best warm in the sunlight of the ocean on fishing trips. That's just asking for trouble. You're gonna be puking all over. You're gonna be lost. You're just not gonna feel good at all. No amount of bread can absorb that putrescence. Like rum and brandy do not complement each other whatsoever. I mean, I'll still drink it, but... Do my eyes deceive me, or is that Leoric in the chat himself? Ah, yes, the legend himself, Leoric. Tell me your favorite thing about Leoric in the comments. And that's in order, sir. Oh, terrific. I just lost my sponsor. They didn't like my take on their whiskey flavor, but they needed to hear it from someone. Since they're not sponsoring me anymore anyways, I guess I can just go ahead and say it. It is not moral that they were trying to market towards the elderly and succeeding. How many lawsuits? How far can you go just looking for money? I'll steal it from people, sure, but I'll steal it from people who don't deserve it. Old people deserve their health. Once you make it to 25, it's my opinion you should be able to enjoy your autumn years without exploitation, scam callers, and terrible drinks. Are you kidding me? Are you actually fucking kidding? They're suing me now. They're suing me over giving honest feedback. I'm not defaming them, am I? Am I slandering? Does it sound like slandering to you? Does it sound like it to me? I knew they were evil. Can one of you do me a favor and start a GoFundMe? I'm gonna need at least $27 million. All they gave me was 50 bucks. I didn't know that they cared that much what I had to say. I mean, look at the video I'm making. Does my opinion matter? It shouldn't. Back to the tangent. You might be noticing, I love PvPing as a human. It's the best thing, the most fun thing you can do as a human in this game with a PvP system. I just go around giving everyone a delicious snack. Some say it tastes like beef, some people say it tastes like chicken, and I take offense to that. If anything, I'm a ham. So what difference does it make if I'm a human or a vampire? Well, that's a good question. And to keep you from staying stupid or feeling smart, I'll tell ya. First off, I don't get the bite ability, so I don't get the entirety of the vitality skill tree. Another thing is, chests never drop for me, which makes shards useless altogether. I'm stuck with the gear I'm stuck with. The further a level I get, the more behind I fall around my colleagues, because I'm still in gear from the first area. No matter what I do until I leave the first area, I'm going to be dwarfed by the time I actually do make it to level 50, because everything's going into XP that I get a chance for. What am I going to do? Have a playable character? If I do turn into a vampire? No. I'm missing an entire skill tree by the max level. It's just... Oh god, this character isn't going to be usable. I gotta kill the Vampire King as human. I don't have a choice. So I'm going to let you in on my strategy, right? So far what I got planned is I'm going to incorporate poison and I'm going to incorporate bleeding. And if I can keep the poison high enough, well, hopefully it just trickles down enough, because I hear that he gets to a dodge phase. Or are they saying that he just keeps dodging? God, that rum and brandy with beer isn't sitting well in me. But my biggest issue, chat tells me, is going to be the fact that the Vampire King is going to dodge and block me. And they're absolutely right. I really don't have much of a plan for that. So far what I'm going to do is just try everything I can and just keep rage quitting every time it doesn't work. I will not become a vampire. I'll avenge you, my brothers. All of you. Especially you, Kitty. The fun of this is we all expect it not to work. I don't expect it to work. Any suggestions you have, I'll try them, but they're not gonna work. And if you tell me it's not gonna work, I'm still gonna challenge you. That's the thing. I've gone through too much in my life of scripted losses. I can't. I just can't miss up this opportunity. It's right at the beginning of the game. They give you a chance to potentially grind to level 50. I just think it's funny. I hope they give me my own title, like Mortal or Human. Something I can flex in the chat to let them know I'm the craziest one there, with the most time on their hands. Well, hand and hook, but you know what I mean. Look at them, just giving away codes in chat for free. Redeem codes to give you hundreds of shards. I actually don't have a problem with that. Take 'em, lads. Take the plunder. Just remember, you can only use the code once. If you make a new character and you try using the code there, it's not gonna work. And you don't share shards between accounts. Ah yes, Mystery Solo Vlada. Kind folks, good folks. Probably banned from PvP by now. Everybody gets banned eventually. It can't be helped. I don't know what you do in PvP to get banned. I should have asked more about that when I had the chance. But I'll have another one. I'm only level 25. I'm only halfway there. Number-wise, I'm more like 1/8 of the way there, it feels like. I don't know what my life has become, or how I got so lucky that it's everything I have ever wanted. The band that makes me saddest from PvP and global chat by far was a player named Catherine, highly respected in the game. I'm pretty sure they had heroic status. They were there when I first found out there was even a chat in this game. And they were mentors to many. Please, Debs, if you're somehow watching more than 2 minutes of this and you miraculously make it to the 19-minute mark, can you reconsider Catherine? She's one of the goats. You can't do the goats dirty like that. But it's your game. It's up to you, I suppose. It just bums me out. She was always the first one to help people with questions. So social, so kind. And now it's like she's dead to the new players. They're never even gonna know who she was or what she stood for. You know, maybe I will get that second rum and beer with brandy mixed in. This is for you, Catherine. I'm glad they got rid of me. I don't like that they're suing me, but I'm glad I don't have to drink too many more of those. Each one tastes worse than the last. There are so many people I met, so many friends I made, and enemies I've tried to make that couldn't be annoyed to bother with a human that's not even level 30 yet. I'll try my best to say as many of the names I've come across because so many people made an impact on my life. For instance, there's this one heroic player named Hector. They humored me, they dueled me. I was delicious, but then they said I tasted like chicken, and again, I'm a ham. Look at that idiot over there, flexing becoming a level 6 human. Oh, I was so different. So you got a 2.5 hour video, but the game says that I'm a whole day of gameplay, and so far, how many days will it be by the end? How many days of real time, not just gameplay, will it be by the end? How many more will be banned by the end? I give it 1 week before this video is considered a complete graveyard, where you don't even see the names in global chat anymore. Oh, it makes a man sad. I'm not gonna have another one for them though. Those things are disgusting. It sounds like I'm being hard on the devs. I am. I'll admit it. That is being too hard on them. I mean, there's only like 6 people who made this game, and they gotta keep it fun for everyone. And if you're too good at the game in PvP, well then you're just a victim of your own success. Dear God, though, I hope it's not for them killing too many people or having all mythic gear and playing. Because if you're literally just playing with stuff that you find in the game and you're not using any mods, that's not worth a ban. But I know nothing about what caused them to be banned. Something about cheating in PvP, sure. What counts as cheating? Did they bring piss to a shit fight? Is what I want to know. It's terrifying. You can't just give someone a global chat and then just rip it away from them. What causes it? It is a terrifying concept for anybody not banned yet. How do we avoid it? I just messaged one of the mods on Discord asking them that very question, like seconds before I'm making this voice clip here. If they get back to me, I'll let you know. That mod is Hilda Carter. I've seen them in the chat a few times. You'll see them too in the video. It's crazy. They actually humored me with a fight too. But I just want to be able to make it like less vague for people. What makes them get banned? Because what is cheating? I'm sure they'll get back to me too. There's not enough that I can say to glaze up Hilda Carter as how responsible they are as a mod. I mean, they're in the game, they're in the Discord. They're putting in that overtime. I'm seeing them replying at like 5 a.m. on Discord things and such. Oh wait, different time zone, maybe. That could factor in. But either way, they're very active, and they care that everyone has the best experience possible. They flattered me so greatly. Before our legendary fight, they asked, "Are you the human?" Inflated my ego a lot that I reached the mod's ears, just for my existence as that idiot. Thank you, Hildegarder. Kahlua. How could I forget to mention Kahlua? They've been there for a lot of this journey too. Very nice person themselves. You know, I'm making a lot of mistakes a YouTuber shouldn't be making normally. Talking this kindly about people in a video game that are in a Discord. Who knows who's gonna be canceled 10 years from now for doing what unforeseen, godforsaken thing. But I like saying their names. They have been good to me in this. I'm just a very paranoid pirate from Party City. You know, I'll give you a hint about what my least favorite conversation was. This is definitely a second contender, but it's not this that destroyed my emotions. But we're right at the part where exactly one racial slur pops up in the chat. And over a whole day straight of gameplay and only seeing one racial slur. I mean, for a video game, that's impressive. I hate that people still use those. Shame on you. The worst part is that somebody I already said was a nice person. It was off the cuff. It wasn't Kahlua. It wasn't Kahlua. I'm not gonna say their name again. Not the person who did this. I completely forgot it was specifically them who said that racial slur. Disgusting. It's a mystery who is talking about that specific part of the leg growing. Please don't attack anyone that I'm talking about in this video or that you see in the chat. Also, if you're playing this game or just talking online in general, have some goddamn etiquette. Some of us are trying to lose our goddamn minds without going completely racist. Poo-poo, pee-pee, dookie. If I can say all of that just 1,117 more times in that order, I will have the other 2 hours I need to talk on and on for completely covered. And you'll watch it, and you're gonna laugh. Here, let me give you a fart sound clip. Very public domain. Very campy. You're gonna love it. Listen to this fart. Yarr. I'm so glad I could share Fort 5 with you. It feels like we're getting closer and closer as friends. I didn't think I'd form such a bond with you, but after a fart like that, yarr, you're one of us, lad. You're in the crew. I'd even make you me first mate if it weren't such a betrayal. I don't know about you. I just met you, and this is a very, very personal question. But are you any good at armpit farting? Because I am. I am very capable of cupping my hands in certain ways to achieve pitches and sounds of wetness. Even pulp can be achieved with my level of talent. You see, I've got more than 10,000 hours into armpit farts, which means I have mastery, and I'd like to share some of my craft with you, seeing as we're so close now. If we weren't such good friends, I would lie to you, gaslight you, and tell you that one of those was actually a real fart and it's up to you to figure out which. But unfortunately, all those came out of my armpit. It would be very funny, though. It would be very funny if I snuck a real fart in there. But I don't risk farts. If I have to fart, I have to shart, and if I have to shart, well, I'm probably gonna get demonetized. Wait, what do I get demonetized? I'm not monetized. I can do whatever I want as long as I don't want to be monetized. Well, whatever I want within reason. Not able to act like Trump at all, of course, but I can make armpit farts, and it's all kosher, it's all on brand. Look at the other videos in my channel. I'm just a perpetual fever dream. This is just the tip of the insanity. There's no rhyme or reason from one video to the next. Other than, I kinda do like going after new mobile games if I can, or the same mobile game for hours and years on the weakest armor, weakest way of playing it. I just love being weak. It's all I've ever known. I'm sure you can relate. Tell me something personal about your... Not really, don't do that. This is my insanity vent, not yours. Make it about me and only me. And furthermore... It's a shame those weren't better armpit farts. Those are the last ones I'm going to be doing in this video, I promise you. I know there's only so much people can take for armpit farts, usually on the matter. Their eyes are bigger than their stomach. And I mean it too. From here on out, for the rest of this video that we're finally 20% of the way through, I won't cheat and do armpit farts to buy time. It's only gonna be diarrhea of the mouth. I promise you, it's what you deserve. I'm surprised you made it this far. Usually the only person who watches my videos for this long is me. I love to hear my own armpit farts. It's my passion. It's my talent. It's like at least 27% of what I'm good for. Do you see it now? Do you see what I'm trying to tell you, what I'm trying to teach you? I see a lot of myself in you. And I'm trying to make sure that you don't do the mistakes I do. I think. It'd be kind of funny if you did. There'd be more of me, and that's just what the world needs. Everybody agrees. We need more Dardarvies. We need more Dairy Eye the 24ths. We need people playing games wrong, recording them wrong, and making everything around the content they provide just as abysmal as they can. It's delightful. It's rubbernecking. You can't look away from this, can ya? I can't. I'm obsessed. This is my day right now. Just talking in a weird pirate voice, armpit farting. Everything I ever wanted, all around me. And if you follow your dreams, lad, you too can make it. Why do birds suddenly appear every time you are near? Just like me, they want to be close to you. Why do stars fall down from the sky every time you're nearby? Just like me, they want to be close to you. On the day that you were born, the angels got together, decided to create a dream come true. Dream was you. That is why all the girls in town follow you all around. Just like me, they yearn to be close to you. This isn't a good sign. Whenever I'm getting into my worst mental states, I start singing as Marge Simpson. I'm not proud of it. It's not like my armpit farts. I can't take relish in it. There's no money in being able to sound more like Marge Simpson than Marge Simpson sounds like Marge Simpson. And it doesn't matter if you can do impressions anyways in a time of AI voices. But when you're losing your mind, a few impressions can go a long way with making it less painful of an ordeal. But they can't help you regain your sanity. It doesn't work like that, usually.
Dobby is a wicked, nasty elf, and no amount of needle-nose pliers is good enough for Dobby to be punished with. Dobby had an abortion. Among house elves, it is the highest dishonor and disgrace to the wizarding family for the house elf to reject the seed of their master.
I think you're taking it too seriously, Dobby. It should be a house elf's right to have abortions. It should be a house elf's right to their own home. It should be a house elf's right to their own happiness. Abortions are perfectly fine. We all make mistakes.
You don't know the first thing about house elves, Hermione. They like being pregnant. They live for it. It's all part of being a house elf and what makes a house elf a house elf. If you pay more attention and care magical creatures, you know that.
Yeah, Hermione. Don't you see how happy Dobby is when you punish him? You gotta keep him pregnant, Hermione. You just gotta impregnate a house elf every day. That's what I do. It's how I care for magical creatures. What are you trying to do? Give them rights? Get fucked. Dobby isn't supposed to be thinking about rights, Hermione Granger. You're telling Dobby nasty things. Dobby's talking poorly of a wizard in Hogwarts. Back, Dobby, back, Dobby, back.
All right, fine, you run me over. Dobby, you're a dirty, nasty slut, and you should feel bad about what you did, and you should punish yourself much more. If you're let down in school, might as well go and hang yourself from the Whopping Willow for all I care. We're better off, Dobby.
Hermione!
Whoa. Hermione, you can't talk to a house elf like that. He's gonna do it now. He's gonna take you seriously. It's what they do.
Harry's right, Hermione. You're a bitch and you should apologize to Dobby right now.
No, Dobby knows that there's a ring of truth to every letter in those sentences. That kind witch had the decency to finally tell to Dobby straight. Every wizard says it in their minds, but Dobby never hears it out loud. Dobby would find a good rope, a good useless rope for a useless house elf, and go to the Whomping Willow and do what needs doing. Jesus Christ, thanks a lot, Hermione. No, thank you, Hermione. I guess you just had to make a point, didn't you? Well, was it worth it?
Don't you go talk to me about what's worth what, mister. My parents died and left me with 200 million galleons. You think I don't do my research? You're fucking stupid, Harry, anyways. You know where that 200 million galleons you've got sitting in that vault that you don't share with Ron or his family who gets you free room and board is from? It's from hate crimes. They were sick, Harry. Your parents were both very sick aurors. And they took bribes. They were corrupt. Your parents were working with Voldemort more often than the Order. That's not true. You're lying.
I'm afraid she's not lying, Harry. Everything she said checks out. Your parents were very racist, and you're kind of fucked for not giving the Weasleys any money. Well, that's just my opinion. I mean, I'd like some money from you too, seeing as I'm living in a fucking hut.
Thank you, Hagrid. Finally, some sense is being taught. At least Draco Malfoy, he at least made sure that everyone in the Slytherin Quidditch team had good brooms. Could you even do that? Did you even buy a broom on your own? No, you made McGonagall buy you a broom on her teacher's salary. You made Sirius Black give you a firebolt on what salary does he have as an ex-convict? None whatsoever. Did you ever recompensate him? No. You're just fucked, Harry. You're the most evil wizard. I'm rooting for Voldemort.
Alright, fine. If you're both gonna start ganging up on me now, I guess just keep crying about nepotism. Fucking liberals. Wait. Was anyone watching Dobby? Where did he go?
He said he was going to the Whomping Willow, and for all I care, you should join him, Harry.
You know what? I don't even need to hear this from a fucking mudblood. What did your parents do? They're dentists, huh? And why are your teeth so fucked, Hermione? And as for you, Hagrid, I don't even know why they let you work at a school. You know exactly what I'm talking about, and how many families had to be bribed by Dumbledore to stay quiet. You think we're all stupid at this school? You think we think we're the only ones going to your hut? I've seen so many kids go into that hut and never leave. Explain that.
Well,
Harry's right, Hagrid. If anyone should be hanging from the Whomping Willow, it's you. Castrated first, I think.
Since we're all being so brutally honest with each other, try telling anyone what I've done. They'll know you're right. They're not gonna do anything about it. You think Dumbledore's going around bribing all those families with the school budget because he likes me, because he wants to protect me? I am 56 years old. I can look after myself. I just like it here. He's terrified of me. I'm half giant. Go ahead, try casting a Vaticadab on me. He's done it more times than I can think. There's nothing you can do. It's my world. You just live in it. But I can change that any time I want. I keep you alive because I like you both.
Avada Kedavra!
Wait, did that?
We did it, Hermione. He's dead. All it took was 2 Avada Kedavras at once.
Oh, what a relief. We're definitely better off without that one.
Harry Potter!
Shit, ready to get expelled, Hermione?
I sure hope Dobby left room on that Warbid Willow if that's the case.
Harry Potter, you listen to me!
Yes, Professor?
For killing the biggest threat our school faced, I'm awarding 500 points to Gryffindor. No, 500,000 points to Gryffindor.
I don't know what to say, sir. It's been such a weird day. I didn't know Hagrid was actually fucking evil this whole time. And I've hung out with him when I was 11. I'm gonna need therapy for all this.
Hermione, would you kindly tell me what bro is yapping about? I'm talking about finally getting that little bitch Dobby to do it. That slut rejected my seed. You know what that means in the house elf community, and what a slap in the face it is to all wizards.
Dumbledore, Hagrid's dead though. Also, I'm the one who told Dobby to kill himself. Hagrid is dead. He said you tried killing him so many times. All it took was 2 Avada Kedavras.
Harry Potter!
Yes?
Is what the shitblood tells me true? Did you actually kill Hagrid? Actually, I'm fine, sir. All he did was stun me, but worthy attempt. I think I like him a little less.
Shit.
Fuck.
Well, seeing as how you both did the unforgivable killing curse simultaneously, but that Hagrid is unharmed, I shall overlook it this once, and I'm sure Hagrid will too. You can actually get fucked if you think I'm gonna forgive that shit. They tried to kill me, Dumbledore. Very well, sir. Harry Potter, Hermione Granger, you are both expelled from Wait, where's Ron?
He's, busy today, sir. He had nothing to do with any of this. Leave Ron out of this, please. I want one of my friends to make it out of today just better off than they started.
Fuck that. Crucio!
Hermione, why are you doing this to me? Oh, God, stop, please. I beg you, I'll do anything, Hermione.
You've got it now! You got me expelled, you piece of shit! You think I care who's around me? People in positions of power will always abuse it, Harry, but you got me riled up, you got me to act, and now my education is ruined! What am I gonna do? I don't have a future anymore, and it's all your fault!
God, I hate this school. I'm glad I'm being expelled. You can all go fucked. I miss the Dursleys. I miss the Dursleys. I miss the Dursleys so much. Hermione Granger, by virtue of your devotion to being the pick-me girl and torturing the worst student our school has ever had, I revoke your expulsion, and you are free to learn all the magical wizarding world has to offer, while Harry goes back to the Muggle world to put the fries in the bag.
Well, thank you very kindly, Professor Dumbledore. That's all I wanted. I guess I'll let him go.
I didn't say you could stop, Hermione. 30 more minutes of this, and you're welcome back into our ample educational system. Don't think this means for a second I'm gonna forgive what you tried, Hermione. You're all worse than Voldemort. I fucking hate 2025. You're all protecting this monster. I grow tired of bro yapping. Avada Kedavra.
Nice shot, Professor.
Pick me, girl. I think it's time for the skit to end. Wouldn't you agree?
Just do whatever you want. I have no control here anyways. I I hate 2025 too.
I'm gonna be brutally honest with everyone who ever had the misfortune of hearing this. That's actually the worst thing I ever heard. And it's not doing me any favors that I'm the one who said all of it, and that I spent a good 2 hours just editing that part alone. So, did you enjoy it? That was a solid 10 minutes of really fucked up Harry Potter shitposting. Something.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
When Big Larry came out just to put him down, SpongeBob turned into a clown. And no girl ever wants to dance with the fool who went and ripped his pants. I know I shouldn't mope around, I shouldn't curse, but the pain feels so much worse. 'Cause winding up with no one is a lot less fun than a burn from the sun or sand in your buns. Now I learned a lesson I won't soon forget. So listen and you won't regret. Be true to yourself, don't miss your chance, and you won't wind up like the fool who ripped his pants. I actually had so much fun playing this game even the wrong way that I got my wife to play it. And you know what happened? She got turned into a vampire, so I gotta avenge her now too. I think the favorite name I've come across in this game, though, has to be 55-year-old fat guy. So I'd like to dedicate that last song to you. It's not a diss track about you, I just like that song. It is our culture, from one generation to another, both equally fat. SpongeBob is such a crucial part of my cultural identity as a Zoomer. Many Zoomers share this with me. You can just say any quote to somebody from like the first 3 seasons at the very least. That's a Zoomer. And they'll be like, "Yar, me hoy me nyoy. Me hoy me nyoy." But before I get off topic too much, whatever the topic was originally, I just want to make it clear that there are only 3 possibilities. 1, you put the dime in me pants. 2, you put the dime in me pants. Or 3, you put the dime in me pants.
Is it true, Squidward? Did you really start your own OnlyFans account? Good luck getting 10 subs. It took me 2 whole weeks to get to 5 million viewers. All platinum members.
Don't listen to him, Squidward. You're better than him. I've seen his content. It's not that good.
I don't believe it. Is this your top fan? Of course your content only attracts bottom dwellers.
I'll have you know, Squidward Testicles is gonna be the best cuck porn on the whole platform. And if he doesn't, you get his house.
Sounds like a deal, bottom dweller. But I'll have you know, I graduated valedictorian at Cook University. Good luck at let's set the deadline for 1 week from now. Does that sound fair, seeing as how he's the best? Alright, see you later.
I think that's a good point to end that one at. You don't need to see Squidward getting motivated by Patrick to go and beat Squilliam at his own game, which he probably already lost, I think. Agreeing to take his house while Squidward asked for nothing and took nothing of Squilliam's. Just goes to show, saying nothing is what makes a real cock. No, I'm gonna cut it off there. I don't need another 10 minutes devoted to just killing your last brain cells you have left being here with me losing mine. It's very contagious, you see, losing brain cells. And I've been doing it for a while, so I used to know what I was talking about. At the rate I'm going, by the time I make it to part 2 of this, I'm gonna be starting it, ending up in a YouTube mental breakdown compilation. And I'm fine with that. I've resigned myself to that fate. Just follow me there, friends. Good old Naza. I'll make sure to remind you again to just watch one of his videos at least. There's a link in the description. He's really doing his best out there. It's nice to support newer channels. Just look at his armor. How could you ever hate the guy? You see, I talked so much about the people that supported me along the way, but there were quite a few people trying to discourage me, and they're not bad people for doing it. They're trying to help my sanity in the process. They know it's all in vain, but they just don't get it. After so many scripted losses in one man's life, you gotta just try against one, just for the hell of it. And my brothers, I tell you, if I kill the Vampire King, the first thing I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna go around the world, and I'm gonna find the cure for vampirism, and I'm gonna heal all of you. It's the least I can do for all you've done for me. And for the ones of you that refuse to stop being a vampire, you can all feed off of me. Make me a withered husk. Just don't turn me. The body is your communion. The funny thing about Sasuke in chat is, he is Sasuke. How could I forget to mention Huff and Puff and PKer? Now PKer I didn't talk much to directly, but they're pretty good at PvP from what I've heard. I didn't really... Did I even fight them? I don't think so. If I see them again, I will. Next video. Huff and Puff, very supportive. Thank you too so much for the process. It's a long 25 levels. You helped out with more than 1 hour. Thank you. Now, I'm never gonna be able to say or remember all the names that I've encountered along the way, so if you see yourself in chat a lot and we've interacted well, I don't say your name, don't feel bad. I had a lot of rum and brandies mixed with beer. It was a dark part of my life, like 30, 40 minutes ago, but I'm changed now, I'm sobered up. It goes right through me, you see. I'm trying to do better. Now, if we could just get 26.999 million dollars towards the GoFundMe, links in the description, I can actually get out of this lawsuit with the settlement. I don't have a lawyer, I don't know a good one, and I can't afford a good lawyer. The first dollar came from Greg. Thank you, Greg, I can't glaze you enough. There's this character, Rotten Eyes. He's the only ghoul I haven't killed, and he's pretty much the best roommate to have. All he asks is you don't touch his things. If you turn into a vampire, you're able to fight him after a couple of riddles, where he just basically tries to trick you into saying you're made of flesh or something, and then you kill him and you take his treasure. It's not very good treasure, so I don't even want to touch his things. I sometimes just go over and hang out with him. It's a vibe. You don't get it unless you hang out with Rotten Eyes as a human. You don't get that as a vampire. You see, I think he's kind of racist against vampires. Now, as a human, I don't have to be because I'm not a vampire. I get to have the mortal experience, but as a ghoul, you don't quite get that. If you're just trying to be turned into a vampire by a lesser vampire and you turn into a ghoul, you're undead, but you're not cool or undead. That's gotta lead to some spite. I honestly might be a bit racist against NPC vampires. You see, around level 23 or 24, I figured out it was fastest to grind at the vampire camp, even though they have a bit less experience than the ghouls in the cave, just because it's by a shrine very close to it. Barely any interruptions on the way there with enemies you shouldn't even bother with time-wise. And there's just so many vampires in the camp that you get more collective experience than you do in the cave. So it's absolutely worth it. But in the vampire camp, Blackwell Estate, I misspoke. There's this character called the Naked Man, and you're supposed to get the key from the chest. But the thing is even if I kill every vampire there, I can't trigger the cutscene at the key from the chest because I haven't even interacted with any of the bigger vampires yet. So the Naked Man is just stuck there. Also, they want me to get firewood and food just for the town of Graveholm, and I pretty much let them go a whole week without eating anything. It's not a town, it's a gulag. Alright, that's the first hour. To get to level 15. Now to get another 10 levels, it's gonna take just an hour and a half longer, but it keeps getting more sped up, you see. Like, this is gonna be a very long sequel to this. Don't expect it right away, but I'll make it for you. This is my second day of editing this, putting it all together. happy to do it, but it takes so long. I'll see you again tomorrow. Good old movie magic. I'm well rested. I have seen a groundhog, which means now you have to see a groundhog. Darr, would you look at him? He's so chunk. Man's got a nibble quota right there, and I respect that. I also have a nibble quota. The Google Clinker tells me that when you see a groundhog, it means to trust your instincts. That's the worst advice you could give me. Really just out there living his best life too. That little pivot he did, it melts me old heart. Well, that's the cutest thing you're gonna see probably for the next hour and a half, but I'm very happy to share with you. I mean, how can you start a morning with this and just feel demotivated whatsoever? He's so cute, oh my god! On to less adorable matters. I had a revelation yesterday night after my sweet darling wife went into her vampiric sleep. Weird for a vampire, I know. I was playing the game, trying to get a jump on the footage for the next episode because, you know, it's gonna be so much time. You gotta chisel away at what you can on a project this big where you can. And there's this guy, his name was, I think it was Davin. It's recorded, I gotta check over it again. So much work. But anyways, the important thing is, stop spending your shards on mythic chests right now. If they're gonna be updating gear, then you don't wanna just get a mythic chest when you're only at level 28 everything, right? Like, wait a few months and you'll have stronger gear. Why are you gonna waste the shards? I mean, sure, you can spend money, and I don't fault the devs. I just feel like gear updates are also gonna be coming along latest, because they still have to make bloodstones work. They still gotta make a clan system. People say the game needs more lore. I disagree with the last part. I think the first area is really all you need. I didn't even knock on the door to the second town yet, and I'm having the time of my life here, lad. But if you want to be rank 0 in the game, when the game is finally fully finished, don't spend your shards on anything. If you just want to get through the game and have fun in the near future, then absolutely spend your shards on 28. And if you can do both, if you have the resources, do it. But the way the updates are gonna work is gonna be designed in a way that makes you spend the most shards possible. And I don't blame the devs for that. The way I don't hate Walmart for making you want to buy as many groceries as possible while you're in Walmart. I mean, it's a game you can download for free, and look at all these pixels. How much would Nintendo charge for this? $80? Well, that's what they charge for this, the devs. $80, and you know all you get out of it? Couple of, like, chests, not that good of gear, and, of course, inventory space. $80 for inventory space. That's something I can't defend. I love this game. It's beautiful. I love the art. But that is such a ripoff. That is Nintendo pricing. Sure, a couple of lucky few, they got the heroic title. But, and that's unique. You know, that's a very unique title. And for that much money, you should at least get a title. But I feel like you should get your own house you can choose from a character. Like, you get, for $80, that's the price of a literal Nintendo game. You should get, like, alternate endings. Maybe some scenario where you can actually do what I'm trying to do here, but succeeding in killing the Vampire King. I feel like, come on, devs, you gotta give it to him. I need to get off this soapbox before I get ahead of myself. I did some digging on YouTube though, and I couldn't find any video footage of somebody staying human like I've been staying human. And I'm sure it's out there somewhere. If somebody could just find me the other person who was human. I'm just very curious to see what methods they use. If they also, like, prioritize experience like I did, because you're already throwing away your level 50, like, how strong you are to begin with. And also, it's a matter of them deserving credit if they made a video first. There's a chest that's gonna take me a really long time to get, but there's still one chest I got my eyes on where I am currently playing the game, not this point in the video. But it's guarded by this blood fiend. Cursed bat with 90,000 health. Did I ever tell you how much I love bats? Such cute little flappy boys, so soft, like you gave a little mouse some pterodactyl wings and told it to have the time of its life. And it did. One of those little bats went sour. How does a bat get 90,000 health? I couldn't tell ya. Kinda brutal. I taught the Tooth Ripper. I remember him. He's kicked my ass more times than I can count. I wish the vampires would give us better educations. I could really do with some proper arithmetic. This really is too easy for me to zone out to. It just tickles me that humans can do holy magic. Naturally, the vampires are stronger at holy magic than any cast by a human. Figures. A lot of it's also gear. They really do give you every reason to not want to stay human and grind to level 50. They know it's too tempting with monsters around you. They try to discourage you. But if anybody's there struggling with human addiction, there's help. Please contact your local global chat. You don't have to feel weak anymore. Titles are an important first impression in this game, I think. If someone's a liberator, it means they're the type to free humans. If they're brutal, they killed all brutals, which means they're very good at fighting. If they're tyrant, it means they chose to be the new overlord vampire king type personality, which means they either have a good sense of humor or they're pure chaos. And then demigods, they tell you that they're willing to put up with so many side quests. Stalkers find the hidden quests. Also, you can't be a demigod and do every side quest without being Leonari. Then you have the heroics and the farseers. That just means they support games, so that means they're... I haven't seen any mean, like, heroics or farseers ever. I haven't seen many mean people in this game at all, actually. I mean, there's always gonna be some, but very good ratios here. By and large, people are just nice to each other, and I like to see that. You love to see it. It makes a man cry out of joy. Now you might be noticing a speed increase as we go along here. It has to be done. I'm not going to do this for a 4-hour video. You might ask, why not just cut out the parts you don't like? Well, then I think you lose a lot of the monotony. Then you might ask, why are there chunks of experience missing earlier on in the video? Well, that's just because sometimes my new app isn't recorded. It does happen. It's unfortunate. I wanted to show you every last fight against all the same things. I'm not gonna go back and start over again with a new character every time I don't have footage of me getting from 11 to like 12 or something like that. There's only one vampire I ever beat in all of my PvP insofar as human. And it was because they were like level 8 and I had over 10 levels on them. It helped a lot that we were in the same gear. I honestly love the beekeeper outfit on them. That's cultured. Very cultured. A playthrough like this makes me think of if, like, Lord of the Rings, right? If Frodo spent the first 3 movies all the way up until the last 20 minutes of the last movie just training in the Shire. Push-ups, sit-ups, pull-ups, jogs, swimming, you name it. Pushing boulders uphill and the like. And he gets really jacked. He's doing steroids and stuff, like, for almost 3 movies straight. And then he sprints all the way to Mordor after yanking the ring away from Bilbo. And only to get thrown into the lava by Sauron. There's just something delightfully anticlimactic about it. That's why I won't delete footage on purpose. My phone app deleting it, or not recording at all, I mean, is one thing. But I need to get as much monotony into this video as I can. You come here for the monotony, but you stay for the lobotomy. The global chat feature is so brilliant, though. It's helped so many new players try and find, just how to finish quests. I like that. I like that feature from the game developers so much. Yar. In the chat right now, it's taking me back to when I first learned the 07 salute. Got 'em, lads. We're halfway through. I can almost see the light at the end of the tunnel, and it leads to another tunnel. I know I'm buying all the gear I can in the first area of town. I have no choice. It's all I can get. But if you buy any gear whatsoever, anywhere besides the end of the game, don't let chat know. Never let chat know that you're spending your gold on anything until you're at the end. They're gonna do a number on you, lad. They have no mercy. They'll tell you you're wasting your money. You don't get those, immediate buffs. I mean, personally, I think the best solution is just, if enemies can respawn, just keep respawning enemies and make more gold at the end. But what do I know? I'm just a lowly human. It's not a phase, Mom. I'm staying human. I want to grow old with someone I love. Oh my lord, look at the chat. There's Hector. Hector! Hector! Come on, give it up for Hector. He's a great guy. Am I right, everyone? Hey. What do you call a human that finds Hector? A snack. Alright, we've had our fun. But that's all I got, so go home, everyone. Go home to your vampiric wives and kids. Or wherever vampires go home to. But remember, if you didn't like it, you can bite me. Good old Hector. Always drawn in the crowds. I almost choked on stage back there a little bit, but man, what a terrific audience. I mean, that just goes to show you how much people love him. They're discussing the Waiku band. I didn't even know that they were rank 0. I guess rank 0 is the ultimate fighter of the vampires. The vampire king of the meta. And it's such a temporary position. But I saw Wait, I saw White Goo yesterday when I was playing. That's what's confusing. Somebody also said they saw Catherine yesterday while I was playing. I don't know how bands work, and I never will, and I'm not allowed to. I'm just not meant to know how band works. As long as I just do my thing, don't bother anyone, and get out before I lose everything left of my mind, I think I'll be good. The most likely person to one day dethrone him, in my opinion, is probably PKer. I don't know, I just have a feeling. It's probably because I played so much Smash Brothers against so many Ness and Lucas builds. They're just menacing. PKer is a name that fills me with fear, and I expect him to be the strongest vampire one day. Looks like we got a mod in the chat again, lads. Witness how devoted they are. This is probably the most interesting PvP fight I've had in the game so far. There's something special about fighting a mod. In Hildegarda, I've seen, like, they're usually in the chats when they're around saying GG so-and-so, GG so-and-so. Like a couple of names sporadically spaced, because, you know, I think they just accept any fight that comes their way. I respect that. They love the game they're assigned to. Of course, they did kill me in one hit, but I'll forgive that. I forgive it for everyone. I don't fight PvP as human expecting to win. The playback speed just keeps getting faster and faster. It might be so fast that I'm just probably gonna have it going Looney Tune ludicrous speed for the second video, because I don't know if I'm willing to put up with 2.5 hours of all this. Just grinding is the easy part. It's not hard, it just takes a while. This is actual work editing. I don't mind it as much as I'm complaining either. I've been having fun on the 2 hours and 30 minutes. But all I can think about is getting to level 50. And I've already lost level 25 to 26 of footage, unfortunately, so the next video has already started at me getting from level 26 to 27. Well, I guess it makes it shorter. You're not really missing anything too important. Not everyone accepts my challenges. They don't want free handouts of yummy snacks. there I go. Complaining and chant again. Typical Dardarvi.
Ronald, there you are. What are you doing out here?
I was hiding from you, Hermione.
Well, you can stop that then. Harry's dead.
No,
Dobby's
Harry.
dead. And if you don't help me kill Harry, we'll be dead next, you'll see.
I don't want to help you, Hermione. You tortured me.
It's my right to torture you when you don't listen, Ronald.
That isn't fair.
So here's the plan, Ronald. We're gonna go to Professor McGonagall, and she's gonna help us kill Hagrid. It took 2 Avada Kedavras just to stun him. You and me are not enough, Ronald. You, me, and Professor McGonagall, we gotta work together.
I don't like Professor McGonagall. She tortures me too.
Crucio!
I agree with you, Hermione Granger. Hagrid must be stopped, but we need a third wizard. How can we do this with only two of us and one of him? What has become of Ronald? Can we not recruit him?
I had a bit of an oopsie. I tortured him to death.
I see. It cannot be helped. That boy would not listen.
He was too easy to torture, that one.
He was puny and weak.
I heard his mother always hated him.
He had no talents to offer the world.
All the girls in school were always making fun of him. He's better off where he is.
There is no use for the weak.
I was the weakest. He was begging for mercy right up to the very
I
end.
expected nothing more from him. He was born a coward and died one.
Hermione, McGonagall, Professor, I'm still alive. Madam Pomfrey saved me. Draco Malfoy found me and he brought me to her, and I figured he'd be here. I can go, though. I don't think you want me here now.
Get out.
Yeah, take a walk down to the Warbling Willow. Dobby will tell you what to do from there.
Loser, 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 loser. And they kept going like that, on, and never did end up stopping Hagrid. The good news is, you can take solace in this, is that Ron was never able to get close enough to the Whopping Willow to pull a house elf. It just kept knocking him far away, and like in everything else, he eventually gave up. So, Ron's still okay. Hagrid never paid him any attention. McGonagall and Hermione, they're still so preoccupied with laughing at him they forget to torture him anymore. So Ron's actually living his best life. And Harry's last wish to have one of his friends make it out better today than they started came true. It's funny, if you look at chat sped up like this for long enough, you'll see it's always the same questions people keep asking. There's a Discord, which can really save some time, but at the same time, I actually prefer that you ask on the global chat. It's just fun. You ask me where the lampposts are, I get to say follow the yellow brick road. I don't know why I enjoy doing that too much. It's the Wizard of Oz. It coded me that way. But it makes for a sense of community. You know, it's a conversation starter. How do I do so-and-so? Oh, you do so-and-so by doing so-and-so. We're getting to the part, close to it at least. Maybe another 20 minutes from now I'll finally realize that ghouls are not the answer. Vampires are. It's been a fun journey. I'm glad it's not far from over yet. I feel like I'm gonna be the first person in this game to actually enjoy the wind chime quest. I'm gonna be kissing every pixel on the other side of that bridge, I tell you, sir. I suppose after I'm turned, I might as well play through the rest of the game, if I am turned. Wait, what am I saying? I'm not gonna accept it. I'm just gonna start a new game where I am turned. Because I still have to start one anyways for Leonari. I need to become demigod that Dardarvi. It's very true. Those are a goal. No, I think I'm just gonna keep rage quitting, and if I can't beat him, I'm not gonna lose to him. And we'll just be in a standoff for all time. I just don't see the devs making it possible ever, unfortunately. There I go, dreaming of the Blood Fiend in chat again. Still not able to beat it. You can tell you wrote a good story, though, for this game, considering how much endgame people want. There I go again, losing to a much younger level. Well, not much younger, but I'm 21 and they're 17, but huge gear and skill difference. Whole vitality tree certainly makes a difference the further along you go. You can't just ignore a skill tree entirely and consider yourself meta. That's just ridiculous. Unless you focused almost entirely on one skill tree. Like if you didn't have vitality whatsoever and you just went the long haul of just going into rage, I think that would make for like a glass cannon build on a human, but it still wouldn't do much against a vampire. All the time I wasted on these ghouls, I hate it. I should have just started on the vampires. This video would be a lot shorter, I guarantee you. But we're always learning. Next video, I'm gonna only be fighting the vampires over and over again, so you probably won't mind if it's sped up to its maximum capacity and it's just watching the bar go across the screen as fast as you can. And then we keep the fight against the Vampire King, multiple fights probably in real time. I feel like that'll be the best arrangement. I don't know if my phone can even hold that much footage, unless it was sped up like that. I'm going to be talking a lot less, though. I'm just trying to get through the rest of this video. If something important comes up, I'll comment on it, but I just really gotta get back to the grind. I'm sure you understand. Jesus, just go to the vampires already. You're killing me. Ghoulishly foolish. This footage hurts. The Wanderer trait I invested into, though, is going to be helping me out a lot. It makes you walk a bit faster. And when you're one-shotting enemies and going back and forth from a shrine, that's going to take hours off. I just know it. Considering it's going 12 times speed right now, This fight goes on for a while. And finally, we make it to the vampire camp. I think I'm gonna stop recording commentary from here on. If you get lonely, there's the chat. That's just about all the time I'm willing to put into all the editing in this video. Next one's gonna be a banger, though. But thanks for watching while you did. Feel free to stick around. You still got another 31 minutes of ambiance, I guess.